Kevin Hincks is with me live at the CBOE with our pre-bell playbook. It's good to see you, Kevin, on this Monday morning. Here we go, new month. We did have a winning October. Some of your thoughts on the big picture.
Good morning, Nicole. Yeah, another week, another 135 names in the S&P coming out with earnings, another 25 in the NASDAQ. We will get a small amount of economic data this week. Today we'll get ISM and PMI manufacturing at 9:45 and 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll get ADP on Wednesday, so we will get at least some private payroll data, but it'll be all about earnings this week, and then all the other headlines that are coming. New York, New Jersey, Virginia, California all have big elections, as you know, so that'll make headlines. I don't know if that'll move the market, but it'll certainly make headlines. What will move the market? Earnings. Today after the bell, Palantir coming out. Tomorrow morning, Uber, Lyft on Wednesday. Tuesday after the bell, AMD will be a big one. So a fair amount of high-profile names coming out with earnings throughout the week. That'll be important. The market looks like it wants to go higher to start the day. The S&P and NASDAQ futures both higher, but mixed. The Dow is slightly lower, and so's the Russell. So we're gaining a lot of information. There was an OPEC Plus meeting over the weekend that you know, but we start at least for Monday morning, Nicole, green futures in the NASDAQ and S&P. We look higher to start the day.
Yeah, understood. I mean, we talk about the earnings. Last week we had 5 of the Mag 7 names. I mean, the takeaway from that and now the future of earnings this week.
Mostly positive from the Mag 7, with the exception probably of Meta Platforms as we start to hit what economists refer to as elasticity with all this CapEx spending. And we'll see how that plays out, because there's more names coming with more CapEx spending coming. So we'll see the effect that has on some of these names. Like we'll get Supermicro after the bell today or tomorrow, AMD. Those will be interesting ones. So Skyworks comes out with earnings tomorrow after the bell. They're big dependent, as you know, on Apple as a supplier. So I think this is something where we're going to look at economic data, the minimal amount that we'll get, a lot of earnings. Like I said, 135 names in the S&P 500. We do get Fed speakers coming out again this week. Mary Daly talking today and Lisa Cook speaking today as well. So we'll get more views on where they see interest rates. As we start the day, Nicole, 67% chance of a December rate cut from the CME Fed Watch tool, but only a 23% for a January rate cut. 55% chance of a pause there or unchanged for the January meeting. So interest rates, that number dipped down to about 60%. Now it's starting to drift back higher for a December rate cut. We'll watch that as well. But a lot of Fed speak, a lot of earnings. Obviously, a lot of election news that we'll get in the next 24, 36 hours. So a fair amount for us to work through this week, Nicole.
All right, and we have big news when it comes to Kenvue and Kimberly-Clark, Tesla. Lots of news in the morning here. Some of your thoughts there?
Yeah, interesting. Remember, Kenvue is the spinoff from Johnson & Johnson that has a lot of their big products like Tylenol and a bunch of others. And they've been trying to work out this deal since Johnson & Johnson spun them off. So I think the fact that the price has come down now because of the problems with Tylenol, comments from the Trump administration about expectant mothers taking Tylenol, I think it's come down to a price now where this can happen. Tesla, they're looking for later in this week voting on Elon Musk's pay package. If you're a Tesla shareholder, remember, this is all about keeping Elon Musk at Tesla and focused going forward. Is it a big pay package, a $1 trillion pay package? Yes, but there's massive, aggressive targets that he has to meet to get there. So we'll watch how that, if shareholders approve that this week or board members approve that this week, Nicole.
All right, Kevin Hincks, it's great to see you this morning. We see Tesla at 455 today and changed this down 1/3 of 1%.